twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
What's going on, guys? Happy New Year! Repeat back with you, and it's another Saturday night. That means it's time for the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series tonight, live from Auto Club. That's why we're California dreaming here on either Facebook, Twitch, iRock TV, on Roku, or as well as YouTube. So thank you very much for coming out, hanging out, looking forward to chatting it up, keeping everybody company. Let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon. That way you can see exactly who's going to be where. Let's also go ahead and bring up your track map so you know where everybody's at as far as qualifying goes. We are at the Bad Fast Draft Dependent 2-mile extremely bumpy oval in California. Again, big welcome. Definitely thank you. I appreciate you as always. And so far, you see this this number 95, this Wrangler machine for Aaron Bradford out here on track. This is going to be his first time lap so far. I'm going to guess that was a little bit of a get up to speed lap, as he's a full 1+ second off of the 47 right now of Brandon Moore in this number 47 Cheddar's machine. I see him getting just a little bit of slideways coming up off of 2 down the backstretch. That Camaro's looking bad fast. I'll have to see how he does. So far, the fastest lap out there with a 40.45. Flitcroft, good to see ya. Thank you, buddy. Actually, no, I believe that's Mr. and Mrs. Flitcroft. There we go. C. Flitcroft, Happy New Year. All right, so Brandon Moore's going to fall to P2, and Caleb Shelton, so far in his 73, is going to go ahead and bring it first. Let's see if we can't catch up with somebody that's on their first lap, getting up, getting going, getting gone. Here we go. How about the 28 of Josh Small III? See what this Toyota is capable of. Going into turns 1 and 2, very, very wide, high, wide, and handsome. Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year. Glad you're here. Hopefully you guys will be back tomorrow. If you didn't see what I put out there on Twitter earlier today, I've got a very, very special charity race going on for a 9-year-old little girl, huge Buffalo Bills fan. I've been asking everybody to like, follow my Twitter, and retweet the tweet that I sent out for this little girl. It's going to be an amazing broadcast. I cannot wait to get that in. So 28, he's coming up off of 4. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and bring up your track map. I'm paying attention up there. Wasn't paying attention over here, which I really do need to do. There we go. So, all right, going down the backstretch. Small is his name, and so far not on the boards just yet. All right, now he's coming up off of 4. Let's see if he ducks down low. Yep, there he goes. Going to get it all the way down on the apron across the start stripe, and so far Small is going to clock himself in P number 9. And it looks like he is going to go ahead and call that a one and done. So far, only 18 guys or 17 guys have taken time. How about the number 23 Wheaties machine, old Toyota? I'm sorry, but Wheaties Dale Earnhardt colors on a Toyota just do not mix. Brian Huntley, what were you thinking? So, yes, let's see what he's capable of here. And on his first time lap, he winds up P number 10. There you see him going through turns 1 and 2, about to enter the backstretch. Keep it up off the wall. You see him get just a little swirly. Oh, not able to complete the second lap. All right, so we've got 100 laps on store, 200 miles for these guys, and man, it's gonna be a great time. Let's go ahead and pull up your grid, show you exactly how they're gonna go ahead and line up. So Kyle Heath in his number 13 is gonna go ahead and start off P number 1 to his outside. It's gonna be Caleb Shelton in his 73. P3 is gonna be Zach Deutscher in his 88. Brandon Moore in P number 4, so round out row number 2. Dakota Bryan in his number 53, P5. P6 is going to be Cameron Smith. P7 is going to be Austin Moore in his 45, with Matthew Hunsaker in the 37, sitting P number 8. P9 to start row number 5 is going to be Josh Small, the third guy we were just keeping up with, again in his 28. In the number 23, going to be Brian Huntley in that Wheaties machine, with Randy Koching in his number 5, sitting P11, and around out row number 6, talking about Skylar Sixton for Marley Motorsports. Behind these guys, you got Philip Bridgman in his number 48, P13. P14 is going to be the 42 of Jerron Carver. P15 is going to be Samuel Blackwell III, with William Baker to his outside. It's going to be row number 8. Row 9, talking about Aaron Bradford in his number 95, kind of liking that paint scheme, with James Bryan in his 55 for P18. Row number 10 is going to be Dion Johnson in his 78 with Jacob Carter to his outside. James Sellner Jr. in his 43 is going to sit 21st. 22nd is going to be Kevin Roy in his 12. To round out the field, we've got Richard Johns Sr. in his number 8. And to round out row number 12 for 24 positions, talking about Jason Adams. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that is the field. Yep, that is. So we've got 24 drivers that are coming in off the new year, ready to battle it out in California. Again, big welcome aboard, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or iRock TV through Roku. That's right, if you've got a Roku device, either a streaming device or a Roku TV, go on over, look up the symbol that you see there on your bottom right-hand side, iRock TV, search it out, all broadcasts in 4K. I promise you will not be disappointed. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon again, your track map, as well as everything else that you're going to need to keep up with these guys as all 100 laps are completed. And there we go. All right. So definitely hope everybody's well. Hopefully Santa got you everything that you wanted as the holidays have rolled on. And of course my track map is going to play difficult. So let's go ahead and restart that. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, so Barney should have the field well in tow, or well in view, rather. There we go. Barney's got the green flag in hand. Green flag's out. Let's go. Happy New Year racing. All right, so far it looks like the 13. Yep, he's going to go ahead and lead lap number 1. Zach Deutscher in that 88, really searching out that bottom side as best he can. But how about car number 73 up on that high side? Numbers kind of blending in just a little bit with the rest of the car. You got one loose down on the bottom. Now I believe that was going to be the Napa car for Cameron Smith. Yep, it was Cameron. Just a little bit further back. Great save, though. Able to pull back up on track, get back into traffic. No harm, no foul. We're staying clean and green. You see that 3 to the outside. That's Sam Blackwell. Nice little paint scheme. Kind of digging that machine. But, yeah, so far, lap number 3, these guys all clean, all green. No issues whatsoever. And look at them absolutely fanning out all across this field. So Kyle Heath in that 13, able to maintain the lead. Behind him, though, big battle about to brew. 88 up high, 73 Pepsi machine down low, side by side. And this is probably something that the 13 would absolutely love to see. He'd like to see these guys battling on as long as they're not in his draft. But in his draft, yeah, not so much, because that means he's just pulling them right up to his back bumper. But you got to give him credit. Absolutely doing a great job going side by side, getting into turns 1 and 2. So far, the 13 of Kyle Heath has led every single one of these 4 laps. Definitely can't say that it's been uncontested, though. There's that battle. Look at that 88 searching high, 73 staying right in the draft of the 13. And you see the rest of the field. Nationwide is definitely on his back bumper side. Going to try to search up high. Can Zach Deutscher get it done? So far, I don't know. Gonna go ahead and hug that bottom line. Not quite down there, but I'm gonna guess. Yep, there he is. There's the 88. Screaming on by. He's gonna have all kinds of momentum up on the high side. Can the 13 get down and block off or seal off that lane and really kind of throw it in there? So far, it looks like the 88's in pretty good position. Again, he's going to have a lot of momentum. 13's going to go all the way down to the apron, the shortest way around this track, and continue to lead 6 laps in. So this series, this club, this community, this league, they do not run stages. So could we see 100 laps of wide open racing except for pit stops? Or will we have any cautions? It's yet to be seen, as we've got a pass for the lead. 88 is Zach Deutscher, able to take that high side momentum and move on by the 1-3, or has the 13 of Kyle Heath really just pushed it, and now he's going to start to falter just a little bit. You see that Pepsi number 73 for Caleb Shelton right behind him. He's also fallen back off a little as well. All right, so let's kind of look through the field, kind of check out some of these battles as they're going on. A little bit to the outside of Brian Huntley, you see the 37 and the 23 side by side. Behind them, you see about 4 or 5 cars, all nose to tail. So that's what's going on there. .37, now the 42 is going to try to search. 45, he's going to go ahead and throw a line in as well. 23 now, pretty much, he's got some real estate to either search high, search low, wherever he wants to go. 37, 45, 42, that 9, able to kind of get right back into the hunt of things. Here is camera. Let's actually go ahead and look on board from his nose, or from his hood cam rather. There you go. See the 45-2's outside. See the traffic just ahead of him, and man, what a field! You see the sun starting to set. You see the lights all the way around the track, really starting to pop on. Very soon we will be in the complete darkness, just racing by the California lights. High above from the Goodyear chopper, I guess we could say here. Nice little pack. Looks like the 13 of Kyle Heath was able to reassume the lead, and just as it was before, Caleb Shelton and Zach Deutscher not too far off his back bumper. That's Zach Deutscher on the bottom side, and Caleb Shelton up on the high side. It looks like the pack getting a little bit tight coming up off the corners. Couple about ready to scrape the wall. Let's go back a little bit further in the pack, and how about we pick up with James Sellner Jr. And there he is in that number 3 on the high side. He's got the 5 right behind. 78 back there also of Dion Johnson. So long train of cars on that high side, right up against the wall, and it's this place just like a Pocono or another place like that. If you can get up close to that wall going down the backstretch, you're gonna be doing just fine. A little bit of a battle a little bit further up. How about we pick up with Brian Huntley Jr. He was just 3 wide for a moment there. Looks like he was able to sort that all out. You see 1 to his inside. Let's close in on this just a little bit. There you go. 53 was looking to the inside. That 9 absolutely making some big moves coming up back through the field after about losing it completely, going down on the apron in about this same part of the track. several laps ago and moving his way on up. So that 9's got a pretty fast Napa know-how machine, as Huntley gives him a little bit of a love tap to the back bumper. 27 and the 47 of Brandon Moore. Brandon got to probably cut Huntley just a little bit of slack right there. Coming up close to the wall. 53 is going to full send, go down low. 23 is going to go ahead and kind of take that line. That way the 53 wasn't able to go full throttle up off the corner, but boy was I wrong as he completely jets by the outside of that 43 machine, or Huntley just had to clearly check up, maybe a little too tight up off the corner like I said before, but that 23 flat wheeling it through the corners. 13 laps now complete here from Auto Club. And yes, this is the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series live from Auto Club. I am Repeat. And man, I'm so glad to be back after the Christmas and New Year's break. Those 2 weeks were actually really, really long. And man, I could not wait to get back racing. And that was just the other night with the iRock Challenge Series. They had their penultimate race from the Lady in Black. They ran 100 laps, all caution-free. Few cars did end up getting their Darlington stripe, but no real worse for the wear, as we're seeing a lot of great battles side by side here. Let's widen this out again. So as I mentioned, Kyle Heath still leading, Zach Deuscher right behind him with Caleb Shelton. So the top 3 really not changing too much. Zach Deuscher started 3rd, right now sitting P number 2. Caleb Shelton started P2, back P3. But Kyle Heath right where he started. He hasn't led all laps, but so far that clean air on the hood of that Chevy Camaro absolutely means a ton to him right now. All right, so since we got a little bit of a green flag feel, what do you say we kind of go through the field, kind of reintroduce everybody after the holiday break, and yeah, let's bring them all in. As soon as I can find, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and bring them all in, and again, kind of reintroduce you. So Kyle Heath, obviously an Auburn University fan, from town called Gilbert. There you go. Me Marie Designs. I believe that's a company owned by his wife, kind of sponsoring his ride, trying to get the word out there about his wife's services. So Google, please, Me Marie Designs. P number 2, talking about the 88 of Zach Deuscher. Depressed, crazy, and possibly insane, but the man's bad fast. Usually doesn't need to file anything with Nationwide Insurance by the time a race is done. From Kewanee, Wisconsin. Dakota Bryant back here in his number 53, No Gas Racing from Ball Ground, and his onboard. There you see the 73 of Caleb Shelton going by on the high side from Greenville, Indiana. Right now he is down 1 spot from where he started, sitting P3. We just talked about Dakota Bryant. How about we pop back with the 9 of Cameron Smith? You see the 22 is outside. The 9 took a whip for a little bit of a ride in the infield earlier on the backstretch. Able to come on back pretty strong so far. The 20 of Jacob Carter from Coleman, Iowa, in his Haviland machine. A little bit of a scrapage there to that outside wall, and that's absolutely going to go ahead and grab him. And a lot of cars going to be able to work on by. 23, oh, looks like we're going to have an issue right here. Will this be our first caution? Yes, it will. Just saw that Cheddar's machine go around. I believe that should be a caution. And it definitely looks like the left front of this 23 Wheaties machine is absolutely broken. No, it's not making any contact with the track whatsoever. But so far, no caution has come out.
All right, man. Caution.
There's the caution.
Caution is out.
All right, so we saw kind of what happened right there. Let's go ahead and widen this out a little bit. And we'll go back with Brandon Moore and a couple others, find out exactly what happened with a little bit wider of a view. Whoa! All right, so let's actually stop that. Let's rewind it just a little bit, and we'll pick up with Huntley because I think there's going to be a little bit more going on than what we saw. I'm pretty sure we saw a car up in the wall. So let's go with Brian Huntley, and we'll play it from here. Yeah, Brian's got a little loose. Came down, collected the 47. 37's up there as well. 47 23 make contact one more time, and that's all she wrote. So just a little bit of looseness out of that 23, and caution number 1 is in the air. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so you can bet your gas tank that everybody will come on down for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Go ahead and fill it up with that Sunoco E15 fuel. Again, live from Virtual Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California. The lights atop the pace car are out. They should all be going down pit road this time. There you go. You see the sunset. Dusk is in the air. Going to come to the attention of his pit box for his first round of fuel and tires on the evening. If Kyle Heath does happen to beat the rest of the guys off pit road, we'll see if we can't grab a quick word with him, see what he thinks about the track conditions, I should say, as well as everything else. Everybody pulling into their pit stalls. So it looks like that car that pulled in last actually overshot his pit just a little bit. And Kyle Heath, yes, will be able to be the first car off of pit road. Eddie boy, thank you very much for the follow. Definitely appreciate you. Welcome along. Welcome aboard, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and pull Kyle Heath right now. He's with BFR Motorsports and see what he thinks. Kyle, it's repeat up in the booth, buddy. So far, a pretty uneventful, first, almost 20 laps, we'll say, until Mr. Huntley got a little loose, a little bit further back behind you. But, Bud, what do you think about the track conditions and the traffic so far this evening?
Pretty good. I mean, right now, not too much traffic up here in the front. I had a good race with Deutscher and, I forget the other guy's name, Shelton.
Yep, Caleb Shelton, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just surprised I got the pole, actually. But I'm looking for the rest of this race. Hopefully it'll stay green.
So that actually kind of takes me where what I was going to ask you. You got the pole. How much has the clean air really meant on the hood of your Camaro so far?
Hey, it means the world. Just got to drive the track. Don't really race anybody. Just pretty much drive your line and do what you got to do.
All right. So far with all right. So we're going from daylight into night. How do you anticipate the track changing?
I don't think it's really going to be much different than beginning of the race. Last season we did the same track at night, and for me the bottom line was the way to go, and I'm going to continue doing the bottom line.
All right, buddy. I see everybody's back double file. Lights atop the pace car are out. I'll get you back down with BFR Motorsports right now. Good luck, sir. Keep a shiny side up. And that's a mean-looking Me Marine Designs car you got going on, sir.
All right, thanks, Repeat.
You got it, buddy. All right, so we got him back down with his teammates. As you can tell by the track map up there, they're right in the middle of the backstretch. Cars that pitted on the second lap now trying to catch back up to the back end of the field. And man, I cannot wait to light this up again. It's going to be a lot of fun. So through turns 3 and 4, again, lights atop the pace car are out. It should be making that hard left turn towards Albuquerque in just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and set these guys off. Now, were we going to have another clean and green 20 laps, give or take? Or will caution breed cautions? We're going to have to find out. But here we go. Barney's got the green flag in the air. Sun is setting behind him. Green flag. Let's go. All right, so Kyle Heath he came across the start stripe. That is one thing about the control car; it's always got the clear advantage. No ifs, ands, or whys as to how he's able to get on up there and pull away from the rest of the field, including snaking it a little bit, trying to break the draft of Zach Deutscher. He was talking about what a great battle he had between him and the 88 of this guy right here, that Nationwide Designs number 88. Camaro looking pretty good, and got some old Pepsi products right up his tailpipe as they come across the start stripe. And man, it's been a great race so far. Let's kind of get up close and personal. Camaro to Camaro, and you see the whole rest of the field all way back. A little bit of distance between everybody, unlike last time. And now a car very close to the 9 almost went for the same ride that the 9 went for earlier, way down onto the apron. You hear Zach Deutscher kind of feathering the throttle coming off of the corner. Can't exactly stab the gas, but you can't stay in it all the time either. Otherwise, you end up really tight coming off. And not only that, you got to put a little extra wheel into it, which will burn up the right front. So good job by Zach. In fact, you know what? Let's actually jump on board with Zach Deutscher right now. And Zone says, hey, Pete, Happy New Year. How are you? Zone, man, I am doing all right, sir. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. This is the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series live from Auto Club. As always, buddy, good to see you out there on YouTube, joining the Flickcroft family on Twitch from upstate New York. So, yeah, well, welcome aboard. Good to see you again. Hopefully Santa was kind to you and you didn't wake up with too bad of a hangover New Year's Day. All right, so like I was saying, let's go ahead and actually jump on board with Zach Deutscher and see exactly how he's having to navigate this 2-mile bumpy track in Fontana, California, on and off the throttle. Is he doing anything with the brake and doing anything with the clutch pedal? Maybe trying to save a little gas. We'll take a lap around this place with him. Let's go. Cautions out. Pizza Panda, you are absolutely welcome. Thanks for joining this evening over on Twitch. Looks like this caution's going to have something to do with Dion Johnson. So a little bit further in the back in his number 78 Ford Mustang GT, as it looks like he's very hurt. Let's widen this out. Go back with our chase cam and pick up with this number 78 Jack Daniels Mustang. Man, he is absolutely whining that thing out and going absolutely nowhere. I'm going to guess that the front end's completely broken. Ooh! Hard into the outside wall. 24 got loose and just clubbed the 78. Nothing he could have done whatsoever. And now we know why the 78 was going down the backstretch on the apron, full throttle from what it sounded like, and was going almost absolutely nowhere, as you hear it again. He's got nothing. That front end has to be absolutely broken. Let's see if we actually take a look at his front end. Oh, yeah, that right front is absolutely crushed in. Hard lick. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so 78, he was able to make it back to his pit and get some much needed attention. All right, so Zach Deutscher, we talked to our leader earlier. Let's see if we can find old Zach and possibly have a quick word with him. If I'm not mistaken, Zach normally not available for chat, but I could be wrong. Nope, I don't see him. So how about Caleb Shelton? back here in this 73. Let's see if he's available. Boy, nobody wants to talk tonight. All right, how about a little bit further back, 45 of Austin Moore. All right, he's down there in CMS Motorsports. Let's see if we can't pull him up. Austin, it's Repeat up in the booth, buddy. You got a copy in that 45 Toyota.
10-4, yes sir. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you, dude? Well, first off, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Hopefully Santa was nice to you. What have you noticed so far with your Toyota and the transition of the track between day and night? You're blinking out just a little bit, so I'll try to stay with you though.
I mean, I pretty much noticed this car seems a little looser, and hopefully with that looseness comes better on the long run a little bit as it gets tighter.
All right, so go ahead. Sorry.
The car seems to really drive wherever I want it right now. So
everybody feels like Superman on 4 brand new Eagle Feel Good. So, what lap has it seemed to be so far where it's kind of gone from that transition to where you really had to be careful on the opening lap and then catch it on the next?
I mean, I haven't really had a problem. I mean, I've been loose here and there, but I haven't really had an issue with it yet.
All right, bud. Well, I'll go ahead. I see everybody getting back. Double file. Lights top the pace car are out. I'll get you back in that Jordan brand monster machine. Keep the shiny side up, sir. Go get them.
Sure, yes, sir. 10-4.
All right. So that's that. Hopefully, maybe later on we can get a hold of Deutscher or Caleb Shelton if they make themselves available. But hey, they've got to focus as well. This is now the 4th race in their season. I'll actually bring up their season in just a little bit, show you where they've been, where they're going, and what to look forward to. I tell you, we got some short track racing coming up. We got some super speedway racing. Got all kinds of racing still in the immediate future. And I'll show you what races they've already run in the past. Zone says Johnson must be disappointed about that incident. Nowhere to go, nothing he could do. He just had some bad luck. Absolutely. Anytime a car snaps on you and you've got nowhere to go and you're on the outside, you're just kind of along for the ride. All right, so pace car's in. Field's coming to Barney's attention. Green flag's in the air. Green flag's back out for the 3rd time tonight. 30 laps down. Let's go. All right, lap 32 is in the books, and all kinds of challenges. The 9 that went for that wild slide earlier, absolutely picking them off one by one. Cameron Smith in that Camaro, and I'm not sure if he went down because he got loose again or went down to do a little blocking, but either way, way down south, and had to do a great job holding on to it. Here is that continued battle. There is the 45 that we just spoke with a moment ago. 953 battling side by side. You got the 80. I'm not quite sure what that car is. Is that the 48 up there? Yeah, as he makes contact with the wall just a little. And the 20 of Jacob Carter right behind him. I believe Philip Bridgman is the lone Canadian in the field, and Dion Johnson, way from down under, from Australia, I believe. In the a little bit further in the back right now, running 22nd in his 78 Ford Mustang GT. So a little bit further in the running order. Again, big welcome if you just joined. I am Repeat, and this is the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series live from Auto Club in Fontana, California. We are back after the Christmas and New Year's break, and what a track to come back to. So if you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or iRock TV through Roku, through your streaming device or television, welcome aboard again, and hopefully, you're not only here tonight, but hopefully you're back tomorrow night when we've got a huge charity stream coming up for a little girl called Sophia the Fierce. That's right, Sophia the Fierce on Facebook. Little girl, 9-year-old little girl battling cancer. And, the family's been keeping Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that, chronicling everything that she's been going through. We're going to have a great charity stream for her tomorrow night in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series from Chicagoland. So we're going to go from one side of the country to about, the central time zone. And I cannot wait to hopefully put a smile on that little girl's face. She's so strong, so brave. And, man, I cannot wait. Sophia the Fierce. Look her up on Facebook. She's got a group, it's about 1,500 people strong, and an entire area around Buffalo, New York, all rallying around that sweet little girl. All right, let's move on up through the field. Zach Deutscher looks like he was able to go ahead and take over the lead. 1373 right behind him, so a couple of positions being swapped. Dakota Bryan back there in the 53 with the 9 of Cameron Smith, and Jacob Carter all right there nipping at his tailpipe as well. 53 in that middle line, 20 up high, going to be nowhere to go. He'll have to duck on down or just check up not to run over the 53. Instead, he's going to take it a little side by side. Nope, falling back since the 53 had that little bit of a pull from that 9 Napa machine. 73 still up high, wide, and handsome, trying to hold on to whatever ground he can in P number 3. 88 with all kinds of clean air on the nose of that nationwide number 88. Again, that line on the high side, around the back side of the track, very, very prevalent at a few tracks like here and at Michigan and at Pocono, which is where we'll be next week. Speaking of the devil, let me go ahead and actually show you the Bump and Run racing schedule for the remainder of their season 3. So, like I mentioned, they opened up the season at Michigan International Raceway. Then they went Chicago Street Racing at that brand new course. Just before the holiday break, we went racing at Bristol in the dirt, playing in the mud. Tonight, race number 4 at Auto Club. Next week, we'll be at Pocono. Then we're going all-star racing at the short track in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, followed by a little bit of super speedway racing. Could you ever see 2 tracks more opposite than those two? North Wilkesboro for the all-star race, followed by Daytona. Atlanta Motor Speedway, I believe they're going to be racing the old course right along with the Charlotte Roval. So we're going to go road course racing, and then New Hampshire before they start their playoff run at Dover and see who can beat Monster the Mile. All right, let's go ahead and clear their schedule, get back to it. Zone says Heath and Shelton are desperate to find a way through. Superb defending by Deutscher. You are not wrong. Not wrong whatsoever. But I tell you what, on the long run, short run, no matter what it's been, that 13 somehow able to find a way back. Are we going to see a battle 3 wide right here? Yep, 88 up top, 13 in the middle, 73 on the bottom side. Who's it going to be, though, that gets into one? Who's going to have to check up? Across the start stripe, into the corner, still 3 wide. So 73 had to check up a little bit, get back in the throttle when he could, but top 2 still side by side. 13 trying to move up maybe just a little bit, maybe try just a little bit of a side draft. As the 9, he's going to show that he's here to race as well. Almost a little bit of contact back here between him and the 73 up high. 13 back to the lead. So Zone, how about that 13? I tell you, he's doing everything that he possibly can to hold Zach Deuscher and the rest of the field behind him. But you got to be careful. You can't just get out here and burn up your tires and hope that you're going to be there at the end. So far, we've had 2 cautions on the evening. One for a car getting loose, second one for another car getting loose, but absolutely plowing another into the outside wall who had no chance of survival whatsoever. So we're starting to see a couple of different packs here. Kyle Heath obviously leading, going back to about Caleb Shelton. I believe maybe 1 or 2 back. Yeah, Caleb Shelton, then Austin Moore here in this number 45 Monster Machine, the last driver that we were able to talk to. Behind them, we've got Randy Koching in this number 5 HendrickCars.com machine. A little bit of a midway point between himself and the rest. Behind him, though, you see Philip Bridgman with the 3 of Samuel Blackwell. What do you say we try to go through the field again? Zone says, well, he found his way through. Let's see if Smith can find his. And yeah, absolutely does. Look at that 9. Doing one hell of a job. Man. All right, so as before, let's try to go through the field just a little bit. And man, I don't know if I want to do that. This racing is actually really good. Might be a little bit of an issue a little bit further in the back with Duran. Where'd he go? Duran Carver. He's actually just gone down pit road. There he is now. So something happened with him, and he's decided to go ahead and tow it, I'm going to guess. So he's going to spend a little bit of time on pit road. No caution, no. 45 laps in, getting closer and closer to halfway. 13 of Kyle Heath continues to lead. Great battles all the way through. So there's kind of your first pack, and your second pack just a little bit further back here. Here you go. So you got the 5 of Randy Coaching, Richard Johns, Philip Bridgman, Brian Huntley in that orange Wheaties car up there along the outside wall, with Philip Bridgman, Samuel Blackwell, and James Bryan. Brandon Moore, I believe he's going to be very close to Tail and Charlie in that number 47, as he's just able to get on by the 3 of Sam Blackwell. All right, behind these guys, we got another little group a little bit further back. There you go. But everybody fighting for one position or another throughout this very fast 2-mile oval in Fontana, California. So far, the 9 has not been able to track down the leader. Let's go back into this second pack. See a whole lot of tight racing back here. You see Brian Huntley right behind the back bumper of the number 8 for Richard Johns Sr. Brian Huntley right now sitting P10 right where he started, right along with the 37 of Coaching, and he's also right where he started. So nothing lost, nothing gained, just kind of holding serve. 23 is going to go ahead and try to shove that 8 for all it's worth into the corner. But when do you check up at a place like Auto Club? Great little pack back here for sure. Oh, wait, a little loose. All right, so what do you say we pop back here with the 5 of Randy Coaching, and we're gonna go on board the roof cam with this number 5 HendrickCars.com machine. I think all y'all out there in chat, go ahead and crank it up. Turn on that surround sound for everything that you can. Don't disturb the neighbors. Don't want any cops called. But let's drop back now with the 8 since he just got past. Jump on with his roof cam right now and see what we got. Go ahead and crank it up. So a little bit of contact to that outside wall for James Bryan. Looked a little tight, kind of keeping it high, wide, and handsome, letting anybody else that's behind him kind of get on by. Let's go ahead and widen this out. Let's actually take a look at the right side of that 55 right now. So not going to right rear, not going to be okay. So I'm thinking about the wrong car. Was it Dakota Bryan or Brandon Moore? Nope, it's okay. So none of these guys. But that's all right. Zone says Deutscher's really getting worried now. I can imagine. Yeah, Zach Deutscher a little bit further up. It looks like we're going through a round of green flag pit stops. There you can see your pit stops on the bottom. Drivers' initials and how long they're actually on pit road for. Looks like Kyle Heath, Zach Deutscher, James Bryan, Philip Bridgman, Kevin Roy, and Aaron Bradford all on pit road. More and more coming on pit road as others go ahead and fly on by. Trying to whoa it up, slow it up, get down to pit road speed, which I believe is 50 or 55 miles per hour here. And yeah, just kind of cycling on through. I'll have to see if it cycles on through or who it cycles on through when it's all said and done. But so far right now, the 23 of Brian Huntley is your leader all over the back end of 37 right now. Just hopefully, or he's trying to stay on the lead lap. 37, as you can see there, that's Huntsaker. Right now, I believe P number 11. Yeah, Matthew Huntsaker in that Ford Mustang GT, P number 11. So right now, everybody else, due to this round of green flag pit stops, one or more laps down. Pizza Panda, if I didn't say it before when you said thanks for the stream, you are absolutely welcome, bud. Absolutely welcome. Glad I can do it. And again, glad to be back after the holiday break. Those 2 weeks, I mean, yeah, there were other things that I could I was doing. You know, I was doing a little bit of racing myself and getting prepared for some other races and some other streams, like the iRock stream that we're going that I did on Thursday night. And we'll do again next Thursday for their championship run, and also getting prepared for season number 6. And I tell you, that is a very, very strong group of guys. Their entry fee is $100 with a $5,000 purse. So somebody is going to win their lion's share of $5,000, and the top 15 are all paid out. Cannot wait to see how that goes, and you'll be able to catch it on iRock TV. On Roku, also on iRock-TV on Facebook, on Twitter at iRock TV Media, and I believe on YouTube as well. So look them up, iRock TV. All kinds of fun stuff with some very, very fast guys. All right, so let's go ahead and widen this out just a little bit. So Brian Huntley's still in the lead. The last time he was on pit road was lap 29, where almost everybody else has come in on lap 51 or later. So he's going to have to come in soon. The only thing I can think of that Brian Huntley is hoping is that there will be a caution and he'll be saved, and he'll be able to come on down under caution rather than green flag, and be able to resume the lead if enough people have come in before him, to where they'll all come on down for tires again. But more and more people, running much faster lap times than him, getting their lap back. A little bit ago I mentioned that only the top 10 were on the lead lap. Now we're up to the top 13, as we just saw the 45 of more get on by. There's the 47 of Brandon Moore. It's right now sitting in P number 2. So the 45 that we saw of Austin Moore was this Jordan brand monster machine that we spoke with earlier. 38 laps remaining here from Fontana, California, and man, what a great race so far. A couple of cautions, just racing incidents. A couple cars getting loose and collecting others, and that was pretty much it. So how about it, Chad? How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? And to follow that up, who do y'all have? Who's it going to be for tonight? As Jason Adams has now brought his 24 DuPont machine down pit road to the attention of his crew, sliding through. Gonna have to back it up just a little bit. Looked like that car had front wheel drive. I don't know if y'all saw that too. Yeah, it's a little sketch, I think. Oh, I tell you, I kill me. But here come Brian Huntley and Brandon Moore down pit road. Gonna make that very, very slow trip down pit road to the attention of their crew. It looks like Brian Huntley, Richard John Sr., Jason Adams, Dion Johnson, and Josh Small all on pit road for one length of time or another. And this should hand everything on back to Cameron Smith back here in this number 9. And the last time he was on pit road, lap 51. So here he is, brand new leader, that Napa know-how machine now leading. And man, he's got that 13 right behind him. But the 9 is shown to have both long run speed and short run speed. So good job by him. From the rear view roof cam, kind of keeping an eye on things. You see Kyle Heath right there sitting P number 2. But how about Jacob Carter right now sitting in P number 3 of 17 spots in that number 20 and just really doing his thing. There he is, doing all right. And if we look ahead of him, we'll see our leaders. There they are. Is he going to be able to take him up the left side? Yes, he is. 9 car going to fall by the wayside. And there's your battle. 9's going to be going to go ahead and try to fight back also on the high side. Can he carry the momentum? Looks like no, he got a little tight. Ended up washing up track and nothing doing there. So, the last time the 13 was on pit road was lap 55. So 4 lap fresher tires means just that. All right, now let's go ahead and go through the field as I started to earlier. Obviously, don't need to start with the 13. We were already with him, so we'll pick up with this number 9 Napa machine. And yeah, again, let's go ahead and reintroduce everybody. Cameron Smith, driver 9. No need to go any further. Cameron Carter in this number 20 from Coleman, Iowa. I think I talked about him earlier in this Haviland machine. Zach Deutscher, I know I definitely talked about him in this Nationwide 8873. We talked about him as well from Greenfield, Indiana. Pepsi all over the place. James Sellner Jr. in this number 43 Megadeth machine. Don't see Megadeth all that often. Great band from the 80s and 90s. I had a cousin that was huge Megadeth fan. Austin Moore, there he is in this number 45 from Waxahachie, Texas. Texas hockey, go Stars. Randy Koching. I'm going to have to ask him how to pronounce his last name. But before I do that, Austin Moore, wanted to make sure I give him all the love he deserves. He is right where he started, sitting P number 7. Randy Koching up 3 spots in his number 5 in P number 8. P number 9, a little bit further back, Dakota Bryan in his 53. I know we talked about him. Philip Bridgman in this number 48. Kind of hard to see what the sponsor on that car is. Y'all hear that? Strategy in the works. Hopefully we didn't just blow it for him. But from Ontario, Canada, James Bryant back here in his 55 Toyota. Second no-gas racing machine out there from Ball Ground, Georgia also. Kevin Roy right behind him in his number 12 Ryder truck rental machine from Placetown, New Hampshire. Right now sitting in the 12th spot, up 10 on the evening so far. Brandon Moore back here in this number 47 Cheddars from Johnson City, Tennessee. Say it ain't so. All right. Aaron Bradford in this number 95. I'm really digging this paint scheme. Really liking the black with the Wrangler. Yeah, this very, very clean, very nice paint scheme. Brian Huntley, we talked about him and his Wheaties machine earlier from Spring Lake, North Carolina. Sitting P15 down 5 spots from where he started, but we saw that he had some issues earlier. Skylar Sigston in the double deuce down 4, sitting P16, 42 to his outside. And that is not a battle for position out of Mansfield, Texas. I race for beer and entertainment. Me too. Jason Adams in this number 24 DuPont machine. We saw him go down pit road earlier from Clover, South Carolina. Sitting P17 up 7 spots from where he started on the night just 71 laps ago. Richard Johns in this number 8-3 Chai Camaro from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Definitely know right where that is. Part of Rowdy Nation. Matthew Hunsaker back here in this number 37 iRacing sponsored machine. Looking pretty good. Down 11 spots, so I'm sure he'd want a little bit more. But so far, there's just over 25 laps remaining. Dion Johnson is number 78 Jack Daniels machine and his onboard. He is down 1 spot, sitting P20 in his Mustang GT. Jerron Carver back here in his number 42 Amp machine. That was the car we saw a little bit ago up on the high side from Perryton, wherever that might be. But hey, there he is. All right, Sam Blackwell III on pit road. Must have had some issues from Archdale, North Carolina. Same thing with Josh Small from Beverly, West Virginia. And then last but not least, talking about William Baker, also on pit road from Bradenton. So, all right, so that was completely through the field, not interrupted by caution this time. Kyle Heath continues to lead in his number 13. All right, let's go ahead and clear all that out. So what do you think, chat? Whether you're Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or iRock TV through Roku, who's it going to be? Is this 13 going to be able to finish it all off with just 26 laps remaining? Or does Cameron Smith in his number 9 come on up there in the long run to take it away? Does Zach Deuscher back here in this number 88, does he get it done with the 73 to his outside, 43 Megadeth machine to his inside, 3 wide down the backstretch? Who gets it done? It's a nice shot right there. Zach really trying to get on the throttle a whole lot sooner. Just saw him make up all kinds of time on the 73. So that kind of tells me that the 73 of Caleb Shelton is starting to maybe get a little tight, where the 88 maybe not so much. So we should, if that's the case, start to see the 88 really rocket up off the corner, be able to take the pass. Ooh, he actually just got a little loose right there and had to check up just a little bit. So he's actually going to fall back 1 spot, maybe 2. Yep, looks like that Megadeth machine is also going to be able to clear him. Again, talking about the 43 of James Sellner Jr. Great racing all the way around. But man, I'll tell you what, this guy right here now absolutely pulling away. 4.3 seconds over Cameron Smith in that number 9 Camaro, and really no looking back. I mean, you see him, he's in the middle of the backstretch just as these guys here are just coming off of the corner. And the more they battle, the more Cameron is going to, Kyle rather, is going to be able to possibly pull away, because neither one of them really getting the line that they want. Like you see right there, 43 had to check up. 9 absolutely splitting them and getting back on the throttle. Looks like, who was that just a moment ago? Zach Deuscher hard into the outside wall and continues to try to knock the wall down. getting down on the apron, allowing everybody else to go. That could easily end the night for the 88. No caution, so he's going to have to limp it back around. I don't know if he would have gotten what iRacing calls the meatball flag. Going to go ahead and pull into the grass. Hopefully iRacing doesn't see it as a caution to where they all have to... what's going to happen? Nope, we're going to stay green. All right, good job by Zach, though, to keep that car up in the wall and then down and not causing any kind of an issue. Good job, Zach. All right, so you see the 9 and others coming on down pit road, coming to the attention of their crew, what should be for the last time there. As you can see on the scoring pylon, 22 laps to go from Auto Club. So just about ready to call it a night and on to Pocono next week. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick little commercial break. We will be right back, I promise. All right, we are back, and yeah, high above from the iRock TV blimp cam, looking overhead from Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. But enough of that. Let's kind of get back with this, and we've got our leader on pit road for the last time also. He pit about 3 or 4 laps later than everybody else earlier. Will that same strategy work for him now, or should he have come in a few laps ago? That way the other guys didn't get too much of an advantage on him. We'll have to see just how much that first pit stall really means as the race goes on. But for now, Philip Bridgman in this number 48. We can't call it an ally machine, that's for sure. Right now, it's sitting P number 1, up 12 spots from where he started. Jason Adams a little bit further back here in this number 24 Camaro. He's now sitting P2, 45 up high. Those two hopefully not tangling at all. I hate to see the run come to an end, off of the left or right rear, spinning somebody out as green flag pit stops are well underway. Kevin Roy, Dion Johnson, Randy Coaching, Dakota Bryan, and others now on pit road. P3 right now is going to be the 47 Cheddar machine of Brandon Moore. Aaron Bradford a little bit further back in this black Wrangler machine. Again, loving that paint scheme. And Brian Huntley Jr. a little bit further back right now, sitting P5. So among the top 5, You've got first place that's up 12 spots from where he started. Second up 22. 47 is up 1. That's P3. P4 in the 95, he's up 13. And Brian Huntley Jr. up 5 spots. A little bit further back in the pack, you got James Sellner Jr. He's up 12. Jacob Carter, he is up 10. Richard Johns up 9. And Kevin Roy sitting P16 up 6 spots. So a lot of movers and shakers throughout the field, but everybody right now still chasing the Canadian, Philip Bridgman. Philip Bridgman was last on pit road on lap 55, so he's going to have to come on down soon. 16 laps to go as they all just came across the start stripe right there. But Jason Adams, he's hot on his tail in his DuPont number 24, not really getting away. And the 24 was last on pit road, lap 62, so a little fresher tire. And he's going to be able to make easy work of that 48 to go ahead and take the lead. So now we saw, was it the 24 earlier or was it another car out of the throttle, saving a lot of gas? Was it somebody that, or was there somebody out there that was doing the math early to try to save enough to be able to go the distance? Was it the 24, and how many others joined up with him to try to go the distance? .37 all over the back end of the 24, but that's just trying to really get his lap back. 37 is going to go high, wide, and handsome. 78 underneath. Both of those cars racing to go ahead and get by the leader, to get back on the lead lap, or at least get one lap back. The car that is next for position going to be the 47 Cheddar's machine for Brandon Moore right now, sitting P number 2. Coming through turns 3 and 4, gonna come on by the stands, flash by Barney. That's gonna be now 13 laps remaining on the evening here from Auto Club. 100 laps almost in the books. And again, guys and girls, I definitely appreciate y'all for coming out, no matter which platform you're racing on. But please, please, please make sure you come on back tomorrow night when we get a charity stream to do for a little girl named Sophia the Fierce from New York State, New York. Big Bills fan, and man, she's got all kinds of great support to help her deal with a form of cancer that has been very, very aggressive with her 9-year-old body, her 9-year-old self. Hopefully I get to see all y'all and tons more on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and iRock TV through Roku. I would definitely appreciate it. Her family, and everybody else that joins in would appreciate it as well. Definitely looking forward to hanging out, chatting up, and keeping each other company, all for a great cause. In the meantime, if you want to kind of look ahead at it, if you're watching on Twitch, go on down to my About section. You'll actually be able to see Sophia's GoFundMe page. You could read all about her story, as well as their Facebook page for Sophia the Fierce. Again, please go on over, read up about her, and if you can, please, if you can, give. It'll, every bit goes a long, long way. All right. So Jason Adams not looking forward to pitting anytime soon. 11 laps to go. Can he go the distance? So far, Brandon Moore 2.2 seconds behind him, almost 2.2 anyway, 2.15. Now he's 2.2. Then you got Brian Huntley back there in the 23. The last time Brian was on pit road was lap 63. So have to see if he's going to be able to go the distance. Kyle Heath, P4, and Cameron Smith in that bad fast number 9. Really able to make up a lot of ground. He's only up one spot, but he's been back and forth a little bit after getting loose very, very early in the race, coming back up on track and showing what a very, very fast Napa know-how, Napa Auto Parts machine he's actually got. You just heard that that contact. That was actually the 73 of Caleb Shelton up into the outside wall, but able to hold on to it. And a long string of cars right behind him. Let's jump on board again with Jason Adams. Actually jump on board into the cockpit and listen to what he's doing, if anything, with this throttle. Definitely hear him playing with the throttle. You definitely see that he's a little loose on exit also. Let's see what he's doing here in 3 and 4. See if he's clutching it, saving any gas. Nope, definitely not saving any gas, but you definitely see him opening that wheel on exit. That tells me that the car is somewhat loose, maybe a tick loose from neutral, and he's able to really steer it off. That also tells me that he's not burning up his right frontal that much. You actually hear him down or upshift right there. He went from P4. Listen to me, from 4th up to 5th. So. He's saving gas in 5th gear and then burning a little bit more back in 4th gear. No, that might have actually just been bumps on track. Oh, he's actually going to go ahead and bring it on to pit road. So the 24, Jason Adams in. Caution's out. Man, that is going to be phenomenal for this 24 already on pit road. He'll be able to get his stop in, and it looks like Brian Huntley is going to have something to do with this caution in his Wheaties machine. But how about this for the 24? Already past the commitment cones, so he's going to be able to grab 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods, just grab all the fuel that he needs to be able to make it these last, should be about 4 laps by the time we go back green, and he should start up front if my math is correct. Wow, what a time for a caution. All right, so let's go back with Brian Huntley, see if we can find out what happened with that Wheaties machine and go from there. All right, let's go ahead and rewind this because here he's already in the grass. Something tells me maybe he missed pit road, maybe not. All right, let's go ahead and stop it. I said, let's go ahead and play it from there. All right, so Brian trying to save a little gas. Did he get back loose under throttle or what happened here? Definitely see him getting loose. And we just saw him in the grass rather, coming off of 4 coming up here. So let's see. There goes a 9 come flashing on by. Oh, ooh. Collects one other hard up into the outside wall. And that's all she wrote. Motor blue, I think, too. Yep, and that's why he was stopped in the grass. Very, very unfortunate. Yep, just having to coast it back. And I believe that was the 42, if I'm not mistaken, of Duran Carver. Let's see if I've got a let's see if I've got a replay for Duran. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this back live. All right, so Jason Adams factually will be your new leader. Let's see if we can pick up with him right quick. See if he's in any of these channels and able to be pulled. There he is. Jason Adams, it's repeat. Driver that number 24 DuPont machine. Very, very familiar colors for any Jeff Gordon fan out there. Man, that caution could not have come out at a more opportune time than what it came out for you, buddy.
Yes, sir. It actually worked out in my favor, and I was not expecting that. When I went in the pits and got the caution, I was like, oh man, this is just my night. So we'll see how it turns out to be. But I'm setting on fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Let's see what happens.
Man, I tell you, I wasn't sure if those that had come down pit road just a little bit before you, if they were going to come on down, or if you were really going to be able to be the huge benefactor of Barney waving that yellow rag. And yeah, here you are. You're going to have the 47 of Brandon Moore to your outside. Man, definitely go on up there, go get it. You got a fast Camaro. Hold them off, sir. Keep the shiny side up, and I'll get you back with your BFR Motorsports teammates.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome. All right. Wow. What a huge turn of events. We should see that pace car make that hard left here. Let's go ahead and bring it back to Barney and get ready for the should be the final restart. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. Caution's out. Huge wreck a little bit further in the back. Looks like not Huntley. It's going to be a few others, though. Let me get back down here and see who we got. Looks like maybe James Bryan and a couple others. Let's see if we can find out what happened with James. All right, let's go ahead and switch the view up just a little bit. And we get a better angle at it all. There you see the 55 up on the high side. Let's play it from here. It just looks like the 73 gets loose and 55 T-bones him. 55 go all the way down on the inside, keeps it off the wall, but the damage was already done. So let's go ahead and switch that over one more time, and this time now we'll go on over to the 73 car of Caleb Shelton. There you see him. Let's back this up just a little bit. You see him either getting loose or fighting that machine just a little. Maybe need a little Pepsi on the tires. Get a little extra grip. Let's go ahead and play it. Yep. Nose pointing to the inside just a bit much. 55 hard shot to the door, and there you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, everybody I'm sure stayed out right there. Kyle Heath now sitting P2. We talked to him earlier, but I'm kind of curious if we can actually talk to him one more time. Kyle Heath, for the second time this evening, driver that number 13. You're sitting P2. You have definitely had one of, if not the fastest cars all night long. Can you get on up there and take what you probably feel is your rightful spot, leading with 3 to go?
I'm sure I could, but I'm kind of nervous about some of the heavy pushes behind me right now. I'll tell you that.
Well, I know the 9's been very, very fast. Great recovery for him after almost losing it in the very beginning of the race. 24 got a huge lucky break by that caution before this one, where he was already past commitment cones on pit road. He able to go on down for a free stop, grab 4 freshies. You're sitting pretty good too, though. And man, you've been able to make pretty easy work of Deutscher and a couple others as the night's gone on. Can you try to repeat that one more time?
I'm sure going to give it my best shot. I tell you that. I mean, good thing I got a teammate right here who's going to start side by side with me. Maybe he'll help me call it out whenever he goes.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? All right,
Oh,
buddy.
yes.
I'll get you back down with Mr. Adams, Mr. Bradford right now. Good luck, sir. It's going to be a great green-white checker, I'm sure.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, so we got Kyle Heath back down amongst his BFR Motorsports teammates. Lights atop the pace car are out, and yes, we have a green-white checker on tap. And could you have called that? Chat, did y'all call this? Did you know that's what we were going to see once that first caution flew? So the 9 has been a shotgun on these restarts. 47, absolutely, he's right where he started. So showing that his qualifying run was no fluke. Even if he finishes P4, that's still an amazing run. But Jason Adams, our leader in that 24 DuPont machine, up 23 spots from where he started. He can't make it 24, that's for sure. So best he can do is right where he's at. Cowboy Tech TV, thank you very much for the raid party of 3. Table is ready. Hope you had a great stream, sir. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Happy New Year. I hope your Christmas was all right. Hopefully the morning after New Year's wasn't too bad. Good, you had a great stream. That is always awesome. Well, Raiders, welcome aboard. You're just in time for a green-white checker restart. This is the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series live from Fontana, California. Barney has got the green flag in hand. And we are about to go back green flag racing. Green flag's out. Let's go. Will it be the last time? Again, 24 is up, 23 spots. Can he keep it? The 9 has been very fast on restarts. Look at him in the 13 go. 13 has been the dominant car all night long. He's definitely led the most laps up there on the high side. Maybe a little bit of dirty air playing with him. One car way down on the inside apron. No harm, no foul. He's going to be able to keep it going. 9's going to block the 13. 45 is going to try his luck on the high side. Nothing doing, though. He's going to get a little tight. Big battle between the top 3. 9 pushing for all it's worth. He's going to shove the 24 around. 1 also into the outside wall. Caution. No caution. We're going to finish this up. Checkers or wreckers. 45 back in the lead. 9 is on the high side. And man, we'll have to see if the 24 calls that dirty. I don't know. 43 in that Megadeth machine down low underneath the 45 for the lead side by side. Napa machine with the Napa know-how. 45 to the inside, 48 and company. Look at this party of 5. Well, 45 and 9 touch. 45 is going to have to check up just a little bit, and he's not going to have the momentum to bring it on by. 9 car, Cameron Smith gets it done at Auto Club. Wow. Whew. Fireworks and more. And I'm sure after the race, there'll probably be a few fireworks between the 9 and the 24 as well. That was pretty bad. Driver of the 24 was Jason Adams. Let's I don't want to miss the 24. He's earned the right to go ahead and burn him down. So we're going to go ahead and clear the boards. 9, it's all yours. Smoke him up, sir. Big apologies. Oh! Okay. Well, that's, yeah. Little post-race fun, maybe. Yeah, little post-race fun. Yeah, Cowboy. I'm pretty much right there with you. All right, guys, we will be we will be right back. Who would have seen that comment? Say, you're not celebrating, not on my dime. None whatsoever. All right, guys, we will be right back. I absolutely promise you, it's going to be an interesting post-race, I'm sure. We'll start off with Austin Moore, Philip Bridgman, and Cameron Smith when we return. Wow. All right, ladies and gents, we are back again from Auto Club Speedway. Huge finish right there. And the driver you saw come across the line third, talking about the number 45 Toyota, up 4 spots on the night, Mr. Austin Moore. Austin, all that happened right in front of you. And way to bring it on back. We got a chance to talk to you a little bit earlier. Here you are now, podium finish for you. Going to be pretty good on the points for you after the dirt race we had last week at Bristol. When we came to that second to last caution, were you counting on at least one green-white checker, or you're hoping that it would all kind of come across amicably and just race it out for a great finish?
I was definitely wanting a caution there late in the race. I was kind of banking on it based on the strategy me and my teammate were on at that point in the race. Man, the seas parted for me perfectly, and I almost won the thing. Whew.
Yeah, that was one hell of a finish. And then, of course, we saw the aftermath a little bit later on between the 13 and the 9. And we saw the 9 come on back by the 24 and, kind of looked like maybe a little bit of an apology or whatever. But then the 13 just cleaned the clock of the 9 and no celebration whatsoever for Cameron Smith. I didn't see you really ruffle too many feathers out there. Definitely saw you get a little loose coming to the final lap. Good save by you, not actually to get into, I believe it was the 9 to your outside just then and there. But walk us through your race, your strategy, and tell us what this points night means for you.
Well, I mean, early in the race with the transition, it was kind of tricky trying to figure out what the car was actually going to feel like. And then once I finally got a handle of it with like 30, 40 laps to go, I was just kind of setting sail from there and trying to play the strategy right. And eventually, I mean, I got a little bit of luck, and here I am in the top 3. I'll take it.
Yeah, man, it's got to be a great night for you in the points. Next week we head to Pocono. So just like this track, where that very very long Pocono straightaway very, very long back stretch, and the front stretch as well. Everybody's going to kind of migrate up towards the wall. Are you looking forward to the tricky triangle, or is it going to cause you to turn a few extra laps before we get there next week?
Oh no, I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Pocono is one of my favorite tracks to race at. I feel very confident going into this race, so hopefully I'll be in the front that race too.
So Pocono is one of your favorite tracks, huh?
Yeah.
So if I gave you a little bit of a pop quiz as to what the 3 turns at Pocono are named after, or which tracks the 3 turns there are named after, would you know?
Probably not. I just race a car.
All right, fair enough. We'll save that for next week.
I'll look it up, and you can quiz me next week.
There we go. All right, man. Congratulations on this P3 finish. Great podium run. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
Yeah. Shout out to my CMS teammate Jacob. We had a hell of a run tonight, man. It was fun. Shout out to the admins and Brian Hunt for putting on these races for us here in this league. It's always a pleasure to race, have something to do on Saturday night, and thank you to you as well for broadcasting this. And enjoy your company as well.
Definitely.
Other than that, congrats to Cameron on winning as well. It was a hell of a win. Yeah,
hell of a win. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting pit road conversation when it's back in the Discord. Good. You
got Marty Smith with you?
There you go. Good job, Austin. We'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, chat. So we'll go ahead and bring up driver 48. Talking about Philip Bridgman, up 11 spots in his Camaro. Philip, it's repeat, bud. You got a copy.
Hey, how's it going?
Philip, hell of a run for you. Fireworks galore. Not only the ones set off outside of the track, but the ones on track as well. Walk us through your green-white checker, please.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be in the position I was in to manage to make it up there, and I'm not even too sure what was all happening in front of me. I just saw cars starting to spin off to the side there. I wasn't too sure what was happening. It just kind of opened up. I almost came right through everyone for it.
Yeah, it was definitely a whole lot of fun to watch. Not a whole lot of fun for some. But in the end, man, you bring it home P2, second rung on the podium. What was your rate? What was your race like before we had this holiday break at Bristol on dirt? Do you have a good finish there, or the points in this finishing position tonight going to mean a whole lot more for you?
I feel like the position at Bristol dirt wasn't too bad. I don't think we finished too far back, but this one definitely helped a lot more. That's for sure.
All right, man. And last but not least, of course, next week, moving on to Pocono. Way up in the Pocono mountains of Pennsylvania. Very, very tricky track. 3 very different turns. What are you thinking about the place, or are you going to have to turn a few extra before we get there?
It's definitely a tough one that we're approaching, but I think it's just best to dive right into it and see how it ends up playing out, I guess.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I used to live 45 minutes from Pocono Speedway when I lived just outside of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It was always a whole lot of fun. Go up there for qualifying. Big open field, awesome room for tailgating. And if you could sit about row 15 or higher, you can almost see the entire track. So, man, congratulations on this runner-up. Any friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
Yeah, definitely. Niagara Quick Dry, the carpet cleaning company I'm usually running on the car. It's like my aunt's company. She runs it right out of her house. It's pretty solid.
All right, they have a website anybody can go and visit too.
Yeah, definitely. NiagaraQuickDry.ca. It's like KWIK. But yeah, definitely.
There you go. So Niagara Quick Dry. And yeah, go on out, look them up, and hey, never know, you might be in a local area, and you could tell them that Philip Bridgman sent you. All right, buddy. Again, congratulations on your runner-up. We'll see you next week in PA.
Appreciate it.
You got it, sir. All right, let's go ahead and bring the one and only Cameron Smith on up. Cameron, You finished P1, up 5 spots on the night. You had a pretty interesting start to the race. That Napa Know-How machine almost had a little bit of an issue coming off of 2, went into the infield. You're able to bring it back up on track cleanly, and we definitely saw flashes of speed throughout the night. How'd that Camaro handle the clean air once it got there?
Oh man, my car was just absolutely great for most of the run. I did struggle late in the run with a little bit of a loose feeling, and maybe a little bit of tight feeling here and there. I think it's just the lines I was picking. I was trying to move all over, trying to find that speed to compete with Kyle. Before I say any more, I do just want to go ahead and apologize to him and Jason there at the end. That was definitely not intentional. I was trying to keep Jason ahead there, and just didn't work out the right way. But definitely had a ball racing tonight with all of them. Absolute fast car tonight. Couldn't have asked for more.
Yeah, we saw that contact. 24 was in front of you, and ended up being a little bit there. I'm not sure if you gave him a little bit of a shove, maybe a little bit of neck hood, maybe a little bit of both. He ended up going. I'm not sure if he went down pit road or hit the barrels at the end, or just missed both, went through the grass. But at the end, when you were about ready to pull up, we saw you go backwards, pull up to the passenger side door, if there is such a thing on these race cars. And if this was all real, you'd be having a little bit of a conversation with him. And just then, the 13 come on up and cleaned your clock. That had to be one hell of a hit. Good thing, I don't know if you're on a Fanatec or a direct drive wheel or what, but I've seen shots like that absolutely hurt some people. First off, are you okay after that, or was it just, were you expecting it?
Yeah, I'm okay, and no, I definitely wasn't expecting that out of Kyle or Jason or really anybody out there in the field. Just disappointing to see that. I mean, I know we had a rough end to the show there. Kyle was an absolute dominant car tonight as well. Definitely got to give props to him. He was hard to keep up with. Again, like I said, I feel bad there at the end, but there was no ill intent there. It was just simple trying to help Jason stay ahead there, and it just went all wrong. I didn't think I had any chance of getting around him, so figured, hey, he's in a Hendrick Camaro, I'm in a Hendrick Camaro, let me try to help him at least. And it just didn't work out, and it looks like I paid the price and didn't get to celebrate. So it's all right, we'll celebrate the next one. I hope there's more to come. Hope this isn't just a one-off, but overall, a really good night for all the guys out there on the track. And really glad to see my teammate come home right behind me. I'm sorry, let me correct that. My team owner come home right behind me in second.
There you go. Yeah, Philip Bridgman, good run in his 48, and then 45 of Austin Moore. He had some issues earlier as well, able to rebound for a bottom rung podium position. So Pocono next week. 3 very, very different turns. Is that a track that kind of fits your racing style? You're a little worried about it. Going to turn a few extra laps. Is it going to make you burn the midnight oil? What's Pocono look like for Cameron Smith?
Oh, I definitely think I'm going to have to put in some time there. I have a lot of experience there in trucks and Xfinity cars. Haven't really raced the Cup cars there too much. So Pocono's been notoriously a good track for me, statistically, but I don't know about the Cup car. I don't know how next-gen car is going to handle. So I need to do some track testing, put in a good bit of laps, and try to come in next week and keep this strong start to the season going.
All right, buddy. Big congratulations on the W tonight. I know the win didn't come quite the way that you wanted, and I'm sure the driver of the 24 will chat with you. He seemed pretty good when we pulled him after that caution came out that really favored him after he had actually just passed the commitment cones when the caution fell. He got a free pit stop, able to come on back out, able to lead, and just very unfortunate. But I'm sure you guys can hash things out one way or another. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there before we call this thing done for the night?
Yeah, not tonight. I don't really have anybody to throw out there, but I do want to just throw one more last thing out there, and I wanted to throw out an apology to Brian Huntley Jr. and I believe it was Matthew Unsicker, or the other two involved in an earlier incident. I made a move to the bottom in 3 and 4. And I think had I just simply called out that I was going to be there, Brian would have known I was there, and we probably wouldn't have had that late caution, and change whatever outcome of the race that would have been. So just wanted to reach out and apologize to those guys as well for my mistake. We'll clean it up, and we'll come back next week at Pocono Strong and see if we can have another good run.
All right, buddy. Definitely looking forward to seeing you there. Congratulations again on your W here from Auto Club. And, yeah, way to keep the shiny side up all night long.
Thank you, thank you.
You got it. All right, guys and girls, again, that is going to wrap it up for the Bump and Run iRacing Cup Series live from Auto Club for the night. Race number 4 is in the books. Same bat time, same bat channel next week from Pocono Motor Speedway. I definitely can't wait. And by the way, the 3 corners of that track are modeled after the Milwaukee Mile, Indianapolis, and Old Trenton Motor Speedway, in case anybody out there didn't know. And believe it or not, the track is actually owned by a Pennsylvania doctor that used to practice before he passed just a few years back. So we will see you next week from Pocono, but please do not forget, I hope to see you tomorrow night right around 9:25 Eastern. We're going to be doing a charity stream right here between Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and the iRock TV channel on Roku for a very, very young girl named Sophia the Fierce. From up around Buffalo, New York. Little girl, in the fight of her life with a very, very aggressive and dangerous cancer. Hopefully you'll all come out, hang out, chat it up, keep me and everybody else that is guaranteed to be there. It's been blowing up all over their Facebook, and I hope to see you all there as well. So again, thank you very much for coming out. Cowboy Tech, thank you very much for the raid zone. It was great to see you as well. Pizza Panda, Mr. and Mrs. Flitcroft, Marty Hensley, everybody else that came out. Thank you again, and we will see you tomorrow night. I promise. Have a good evening.